Now the next technique we'll be looking at is firelighting using the flint and steel method. Now we have here a piece of flint, and this is a traditionally made steel.
Cut myself a slice of time when the wind blows, when the river meets the sea.
Now if the two are struck together, especially finding a sharp point on the flint, you create these sparks. Now the key to firelighting using the flint and steel method is to have suitable tinder. In this case we're using char cloth, which is prepared by burning a piece of cotton, in this case an old shirt, inside a tin box. So we put it inside a small tin box, make a tiny hole in the top to allow some smoke out, and then put it into a fire, and you keep an eye on it as it burns, and you'll have a thick stream of white smoke coming out of the top of the tin. When that smoke stops coming out or turns to a very light bluish tinge, that's the time you can take the tin out of the fire, allow it to cool down, and when you open the tin you'll have this stuff, char cloth. Now char cloth is so fine it'll catch the lightest of sparks, so we should have no trouble at all getting these sparks to catch onto it. So what I do is hold the char cloth just above the piece of flint, and that allows the sparks to go upwards and into the char cloth. Now we've already caught a small spark here, just going to make sure we've got a couple more. That's fine. Can you see that? Now that's an extremely hot temperature, so we should have no trouble at all allowing that to ignite the dry straw I have here. Wrap it up. And now we just need to get some oxygen into it. And there we have firelighting using the flint and steel. Simple. This is called a fire steel. Some people call it a ferro rod. It's a synthetic bar of 7 different metals, all alloyed together. And what happens is when you strike either the back of your knife or the small striking tool that comes with it, it creates these incredibly hot sparks, about 3000 degrees centigrade. And that should be hot enough to light even some very coarse tinders like this straw here, so let's give it a try. Now it's very important when you use it to keep the hand holding the knife or the tool very still so that you can draw back with the flint. Because if you push forward with the flint, all you do is throw the tinder everywhere. It makes things very hard for yourself. There we have it, and that's a very coarse tinder to actually ignite, so with something like char cloth that would catch very, very easily.
Cut myself a slice of time when the wind